Hey, what's up guys, John here. 80% of Haiti has been overthrown by criminals and gang members over the last 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours.
About 80% of the capital, Port-au-Prince, is controlled by gangs.
Haiti's government has declared a national emergency for the next 72 hours.
Things have gotten absolutely out of control. 4,000 inmates have been broken free from prison.
On Sunday, more than 4,000 inmates from Haiti's National Penitentiary escaped in a massive prison break.
We are seeing a situation with massive malnutrition. You're seeing food shortages. You're seeing crime get out of control. Mothers, fathers, family members, they are barricading themselves in their own homes to prevent gang members from kidnapping them. Things are getting so dangerous over there that what's happening now is a massive wave of migration coming to American soil. This is likely going to get out of control. This isn't an opinion. This is what they're telling us. Lead officials here in America, top mainstream media outlets, everybody is saying the same exact story. Get ready for millions of migrants. Haiti, different countries that are going to be coming in 2024, 2025, and onward. And look at this. So, for example, Haiti, the distance from Haiti to the southern tip of Florida is about 593 miles. Not far at all. 593 miles. And when you look at just Google, the last 16 hours, 5 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 days ago, every story is about, boats coming here to America, Haitians that are coming here to America looking for a better life. What would you do if you were in Haiti and you didn't have anything to eat and the country was collapsing? You'd probably go to the closest country that was developed where you're going to get food, you're going to get shelter, you're going to get a better life, right? And this is the exact mindset of millions of Haitians right now. When you look at the chain of events that are unfolding, the amount of corruption unfolding in Haiti, and then you see what they're forecasting for America in 2025, in 2030, 2035, 2045, the amount of population growth from migrants that's coming is going to be unbelievable. And with it, everything that we know about America is going to change. I'm going to break it down. I'm going to show you the facts, show you exactly what's going on. Please hit the like button, people share the content, educate more people about what's happening in America's economy. And if you'd like to fix your credit to position yourself, what I believe is going to be the greatest wealth transfer in American history over the next couple years, we would love to help you at my company, GreatCreditFast.com. That's GreatCreditFast.com. If you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions, or any negative item in your credit report, go to GreatCreditFast.com. Click the link in the description just below this video. Schedule a free strategy session for tomorrow. Take a look at this. So this is Reuters. On Sunday, Haiti's de facto government issued a 72-hour state of emergency and imposed nightly curfews after armed men busted thousands from prison and a gang leader called for the ousting of the Prime Minister, Ariel Henry. Lawmakers are warning a catastrophic situation in Haiti may worsen the migrant crisis as the loose alliance of armed gangs threaten to seize control of the nations where the acting leader is missing. I mean, it's absolute chaos over there. Gang violence has plagued the Caribbean nation for more than 2 years since the assassination of President Jovenel Moise. And what's very fascinating here is the assassination of this president. You know who was involved? His ex-widow. Haitian President Moise's widow, ex-PM among 50 charged in his assassination. A Haitian judge investigating the 2021 assassination of President Jovenel Moise has charged his widow, the former prime minister and ex-chief of police, with complicity in this situation. Unreal. But the crisis has escalated in recent days when armed gangs overran two of Haiti's biggest prisons, released thousands of inmates, and tried to take control of the country's main airport. The Biden administration, which has for months tried to rally international support for the besieged country, is increasingly alarmed. In the past 2 days alone, White House and State Department officials have repeatedly expressed grave concern over the situation at press conferences. If the Haitian government falls, lawmakers worry that the ripple effect could cause a major migration crisis for the region. It is a catastrophic situation. The Dominican Republic has already closed its borders. The U.S. and Caribbean nations will bear the brunt of those who are trying to survive in the midst of what's taking place. Now, the more you look at this, the more you see how fast this train is moving. February 27th, UN seeks $674 million for a crisis hit Haiti in 2024. The United Nations launched an appeal for $674 million on Tuesday for humanitarian projects in Haiti as the Caribbean nation faces soaring violence and severe food crisis, a nation of at least 10 million. Haiti has been in turmoil for years, with armed gangs taking over parts of the country and unleashing brutal violence, leaving the economy and public health systems in tatters. The 2021 assassination of the country's president plunged the country further into chaos. Now, what they're saying here is what we all need to connect the dots on. So they say the worsening security situation, the near collapse of the basic services, the impact of years of drought and natural disasters will leave 5.5 million Haitians highly vulnerable in 2024. Now, they say the years of drought and natural disasters leave 5.5 million in a very, very vulnerable position in 2024. Well, they predict that there could be 1.2 billion refugees in, call it the next 24 years, right, 26 years. Here's what you need to know. Extreme weather, rising temperatures, and damaged ecosystems are forcing people to abandon their homes. A collective effort is needed to solve the issue of climate migration and help the world's forgotten victims. So we're getting ready for this. If the population of the world is 8 billion, you're looking at, ballpark 20% of the entire world is going to be moving over the next, call 26 years. So you start to see these countries that start to fall, where are they going to move? They're going to move where there's food, where there's, water, where there's a decent place to live, right? That's where they're going to be moving. I believe a lot of them are going to be moving west. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of migration coming to America. I mean, for example, this is what they're predicting. The projection for migration in the U.S. will be 435 million in 2100. Right? That seems like pretty far away, right? 2100. But when you start to look at the speed of what we're at right now, we're at 331 million in 2021, and a record number of people, it just said 65. So record number is total 58 million Americans are 65 years of age or older. So, and the average life expectancy is 77. So let's just say, for example, they're all 65, which, a lot of them are going to be older than 65. That would mean that the entire population would go to 260 million, ballpark, somewhere in that range, 260 million people. And then you add in the fact that right now, what we're seeing in the birth rate in America is the U.S. birth rate has been falling since the Great Recession, dropping to almost 23% between 2007 and 2022. Today, the average American woman has about 1.6 children, down from 3 in 1950 and significantly below the replacement rate of 2.1 children. So what we're going to start to see here is a erosion of everyday Americans that were born and raised here over the next 10, 20, 30 years. We're going to continue to see this, and we're going to see this replacement period. So what they're projecting by 2030, 6 years from now, that the population will be 359 million. So if we're at, let's just say, 330 million, and we're not replacing at all, then we're going to be increasing our population by, call 30 million. That's significant over the next 6 years, 30 million people. This is what they're projecting. Now, what I find very fascinating here is, according to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, the driver of U.S. job growth over the last year has been from government, mostly from state and local levels. And besides government, many blue states are seeing growth among government-related jobs related to social assistance and healthcare. This is going to be the biggest move in jobs, is going to be government jobs the next 5, 6, 7 years. At a bare minimum, we're going to see so much money flow into this for social services, for health, for all these different ways in which they're going to make the world fairer and just is going to be interesting. So it's a welfare industrial complex, and it's booming. They point out that 56% of the 2.8 million net new jobs in the last few years came from government, social assistance, and healthcare. Think about that, 56%. So talk about a booming job market, right? And this is coming from the Department of Labor and Statistics. Now, what I find very fascinating here, and I think this trend is going to continue, is that in New York, for example, they're giving migrants a $10,000 debit card, and in California they are proposing to essentially, it's a new bill that would allow migrants eligible for first-time homebuyer loans. And how this would work is the bill focuses on the California Dream for all shared application loans program, which launched in the spring of 2023 to give qualifying first-time homebuyers a loan that covers up to 20% of the property's purchase price that will not accumulate interest or have required monthly payments. You think about this. It doesn't require interest, no monthly payments. Loans are instead expected to be paid back the original loan amount, in addition to 20% of the increase of the home's value, the property's mortgage, refinanced, or resold. Now, what if the property doesn't appreciate in value? What if, in fact, the property falls in value, which I think is probable. If you think about the change in jobs that are going to be likely unfolding in the next 5 or 6 years due to tech, robotics, a lot of innovation, we're going to see a lot of corporations get a lot bigger and a lot of small businesses go out of business. I mean, think about how many people are retiring over the next. You're going to have 60 million plus people that are business owners. A lot of them are business owners that are going to be closing down their businesses or selling to corporations. You're going to see a lot of jobs kind of fade away. And if jobs are changing and the economy is changing, inflation is getting worse, real wages are not increasing, taxes are going to be going up, how can property values continue to appreciate? It's going to be very, very interesting. But what I think this signals is the beginning of a trend. And this trend is going to be one in which is going to be combating inequality, inequity, a lot of the terms that we hear now. This is what's going to happen. And the way in which they're going to be doing this is free housing, free shelter, and a better life for people from all over the world, for people that are coming here to America. What do you think about this entire situation? Do you see the next year, 2 years, 3 years being one in which we're going to see a lot of inflow here to America? Drop below. Let's have a conversation about this. What do you think the net impact will be on the U.S. economy? Do you think we're going to see maybe a universal basic income? There's already hundreds of pilot programs all throughout the country. You think we're going to see that on a national scale? Do you think we're going to start to see taxes go up to offset the rising cost of a lot of new people that are going to be coming, the newcomers, they say? Drop below. Let's have a conversation about this. And if you'd like to fix your credit to position yourself what I believe is going to be the greatest wealth transfer in American history, we'd love to help you at my company, GreatCreditFast.com. That's GreatCreditFast.com. If you have late payments, medical bills, charge-offs, foreclosures, bankruptcies, repossessions, or any negative item in your credit report, go to GreatCreditFast.com. Click the link in the description just below this video. Schedule a free strategy session for tomorrow. I'll catch you next video.